Let's think about your password for a second. It's not just a string of characters, right? It's the front door to your entire digital life. We're talking emails, banking, even your private health records. But what if that key was super easy to copy? Today, we're going to dive into how to forge a much better lock for that door.
So, I want you to be honest with yourself for a moment. Think about the passwords you use every single day. Are they actually strong, or could they be on a list of the most common and, let's be real, the most vulnerable passwords out there? Let's find out.
Okay, take a look. See anything familiar? If you do, hey, you're not alone. These simple, totally predictable sequences are an absolute dream for a hacker. I mean, the word password itself is one of the most common passwords. It's convenient for sure, but it's basically like leaving your front door wide open with a welcome mat out.
And look, this isn't just about someone getting into your social media. In really critical areas like healthcare, a weak password can have absolutely devastating consequences. Let's actually look at the numbers here. So get this. According to a major report from Verizon, a staggering 63% of data breaches, that's nearly 2/3, come down to one single weak point: the password. It's not always some super sophisticated movie-style hacking. A lot of the time, it's just someone guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The impact of this in the real world is, well, it's huge. In just one single year, 27 million patient records were compromised. That's sensitive, personal health information out in the open, all because that digital front door was left unlocked.
All right, so why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep making these same mistakes over and over? Let's break down the 3 most common bad habits that leave us so vulnerable.
First up, the big one: using personal information. Your pet's name, your birthday, your favorite team. If you've posted about it on social media, you can bet a hacker can find it and use it to guess your password. The real key here is to create a password that has absolutely zero connection to your public life.
Next mistake is password reuse. This one is so tempting, I get it. But it's kind of like using the exact same key for your house, your car, and your office. If a thief gets that one key, well, they suddenly have access to everything. A data breach on some random website could end up giving criminals the key to your bank account.
And finally, we've got sharing. In a professional setting, like in healthcare, sharing a login is a massive security risk. Not only that, it's a direct violation of regulations like HIPAA. That's the federal law meant to protect patient health info. It completely erases accountability, which means it's impossible to track who accessed what data and when. Every single person needs their own unique login, period.
Okay, enough with the problems. Let's start talking about the solutions. It is time to trade in that flimsy, old, predictable key for something way stronger. We're talking about a passphrase.
And it's so much simpler than you think. Instead of trying to remember some crazy jumble like jig7xklm$, just pick 4 totally random words. Think correct horse battery stable. Now, string them together, and just like that, you have a passphrase that's long, really complex for a computer to guess, but super easy for you to remember. So this is the core idea. A passphrase uses length and randomness instead of just a confusing mix of characters. This example here is a great one. It's a mnemonic for a math rule. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's long, it's complex, but because you know the phrase, it's memorable. This is what modern security looks like. All right, so your new, strong passphrase is like the new lock on your front door. But a real fortress, it has more than just one lock. It's got high walls, a moat, maybe some lookouts. So let's add some of those layers to your digital security.
But let's play devil's advocate. What if a really determined hacker somehow manages to steal your new super strong passphrase? Is it game over? Not if you have another layer of defense ready to go.
This is where multi-factor authentication, or MFA, comes into play. It just means a password alone isn't enough to get in. A hacker would need your password and something else, like a one-time code from your phone or even your fingerprint. Honestly, it is one of the single most effective ways to protect your accounts.
But hey, why stop there? A password manager can create and remember unique, complex passphrases for every single website you use. Encryption basically scrambles your data so it's unreadable to anybody without the key. And, of course, anti-malware and regular software updates are like patching up any holes in your fortress walls. When you boil it all down, it comes to a really simple trade-off. Using password 123 is convenient, but cleaning up the mess after a data breach, after your identity, your money, or your private data has been stolen, that is anything but convenient.
So, as we wrap up, I want you to ask yourself, what's the first brick you're going to replace in your own digital fortress? Is it that one password you've been using everywhere? Or maybe it's finally turning on MFA for your email account. Whatever it is, now's the time to take that first step to making your fortress stronger.